Soul Purpose Healing. This is a special show tonight to bring us into a new vortex energy of truth, love, and light. And welcome to Viata's Tiny House Village. And we want to get started. So let's do some Becca Shea drumming to invite our ancestors to join right now. Right, get your drums out.
And his blood has ransomed people for God. From every tribe and language, people, every nation. Where warriors are falling, there's a resurrection coming. It's your time to rise and shine. Wake up, you sleeping giant. The wounds of injustice are being healed by the people. Yahweh is bringing us power through unity. Where warriors are falling, there's a resurrection coming. Tribals come alive. Yeah, wake up, you sleeping giant. Your heartbeat, I feel it. Yeah, I feel your heartbeat. I feel it. Yeah, I feel your heartbeat. I feel it. I feel your heartbeat. I feel it. I feel it. Yeah, I feel it. Yeshua, bring us together. Bring us together. We cry. Yeshua, bring us together. Bring us together. Together we cry. Yeshua, bring us together. Bring us together. We cry out, out. Your heartbeat, oh, give us your heartbeat. Yeah. This is the hour to know whose side to stand by. Raise up the standard in battle for every fellow tribe. Our warriors are fighting, there's a revival igniting. Search for such a time. Yeah, arise, you blazing fire. Brave and stand firm and listen to your destiny. The rhythm of our Father moves with victory. Where warriors are fighting, there's a revival igniting. So my soul God and arise, blazing fire. Your heartbeat, I feel it. Yeah, I feel your heartbeat. I feel it. Yeah, I feel your heartbeat. I feel it. I feel your heartbeat. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Yeshua, bring us together. Bring us together. We cry. Yeshua, bring us together. Bring us together. Together we cry. Yeshua, bring us together. Bring us together. We cry out, out. Your heartbeat, oh, give us your heartbeat. Yeah. Oh, give us your heartbeat. Yeshua, bring us together. Bring us together. We cry. Yeshua, bring us together. Bring us together. Together we cry. Yeshua, bring us together. Bring us together. We cry out, out. Your heartbeat. Oh, give us your heartbeat.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. We give thanks to the Creator for bringing us together on this 23rd day of October, which is a very significant date. Mama Azee can tell you about it. Tonight, something happened back in 1982 on this day. And so we are going to talk about the sacred vortex portals that are healing this planet. When we come together in the name of Yeshua, Yeshua is the spirit of truth and love. Let me say that again. Yeshua, also known as Jesus, is the spirit of truth and love. So when they say Christ is going to return in the clouds, guess what? clouds are up here in the head here, brain, all that. You ever look at your brain? What does it look like? A bunch of clouds coming together. Yeshua is back. He's in the minds of many, many people. The spirit of truth and love is back. So let us come together, and we're going to hear from my sister, Mama Azee, who is in Arizona. How not too far away when you think of all the technology. We have phones and all. We can have telepathy that brings us together, telepathic energy. And we want to hear the partnership between Mama Azee and LaSage, who I believe is also going to be here. She's in she's going to be on video when she comes back uh, to do some, I hope, some beautiful singing and singing bowls. So, Mama Azee, your mic is open. Welcome. How are you over there in Arizona?
Oh my goodness. I'm better than a tick on the dog.
Oh boy, I guess that's a good place to be, a tick on the
I'm
dog.
not kidding you. I had to say that, Dr. E. I'm better than the big baddest tick on the dog. You may get noisy here because they're getting ready to have a program and start up the engines, and I'm in my tent. So Dr. V, you may have to mute me, but I'll say this as quickly as I can because I heard the generator about to start. Today, family, is a very, very significant day. On this day, there was a shootout in Miracle Valley. It's the 42nd anniversary of that shootout. Reverend A. Allen in Miracle Valley, Arizona, created a Bible college, but he was gone. He made his transition at 58, 1970. And so he was long gone, all crossed over when the, help me out here, Dr. V. I've been up all day and half the night. When the church with Pastor Thomas and her congregation from Chicago, the Miracle Healing Center, is still there being pursued. I mean, being her daughters, Pastor Thomas's daughters, Frances Thomas, her daughters are carrying on her legacy there in Harvey, Illinois. I find this so fascinating because it was so much commotion there about the shootout in Miracle Valley, which took place again in Miracle Valley, Arizona, which is Cochise County. And there's still a lot going on. But in 2008, what was it, 2006, I was at the reservation in Oklahoma looking up my people and the lands that they had and the school that my family, the Parrish clan, the family had. And what happened to me while I was there in Oklahoma, out in nature, at the campground, I started getting communications. And even when Dr. V, when I went to visit Napoleon Davis's teepee, I stayed there a couple of days in my car, and I kind of cleaned the place. I was getting downloads from there too. For those who do not know who Napoleon Davis is, look him up. He created this teepee way back in the day. And he came to me along with Chief Frank Fools Crow, Floyd Red Crow Westerman, and Louis G. Gregory, and got me there to that temple in Oklahoma. Look it up. Built by Napoleon Davis. When I got there in 2006, it was still kind of run down, but I'm sure it's run down more. But I have a lot of that on film, Dr. V. and let me get to the point. I started having communications with Alan, my mom, my dad, and even before Dr. Lateef's husband made his transition, he came to me as well at Napoleon Davis's TP. I didn't know at the time that Brother Abdul Lateef was getting ready to cross over. But this was 2006 in Oklahoma at Napoleon Davis's TP. And I knew Dr. Lateef's husband because of the Black Indian March that they had on Washington. I think it was in 2003. I don't remember, but that's how I was made aware of Dr. Lateef. And I used to have readings with Brother Abdul on other blog talk shows. And the brother was just so educated and fascinating, and everybody just loved him, to get downloads. And not only was Dr. Lateef's husband downloading, Reverend Allen as well, and my dad also. So I didn't know it at the time in 2006 when I was there researching my family and the cemetery and the school and everything. And we did have 300 acres of land at one time there in Oklahoma. And it went to the Crow family, according to the records. And when my time was up, I stayed 4 months there in a rental car in a campground. And that's when I was getting a massive amount of downloads. And I did not realize it. I did not understand until I started physically having dreams about Reverend Allen. And he told me that he's opened up the gate for me to do a vision quest. This was in 2020. Now, I've been in the stronghold since 2016. And I met someone at Miracle Valley who took me to Cochise Stronghold. And from that, I've been teaching up until this very moment. But what I'm getting at, Dr. Lateef, that temple has an open portal there. When they had that shootout with the people there from Mississippi and Chicago, they opened up a portal. And what is being called for very heavily, family, is the traditional way of healing. You see, nobody wants to talk about this, but I have researched. The reason that I'm so solid about this is because Reverend Allen is part Native. And I believe that he became such a major hollow reed for the Creator. I believe that one of the powerful energies that Reverend Allen that he had was because he was part Native, and his mother was full blood Cherokee. I researched this according to what I have found in you. Now,
okay, I was saying really because not many people. I said not many people are aware of that. That's interesting. Kwame is giving us a lot of numbers, by the way. He says, "Greetings, sister." Let me just. He says, 42.
Pull him in. Pull him in.
Well, he's on YouTube. I don't know why he's not on Blog Talk calling in, but he's on YouTube. I don't see him. No, he's not in the studio, but he's on YouTube. He's typing tonight. 42 is 24 in reverse. So
I understand.
He's bringing out the numbers 42, 24 in reverse, 1982, 20 to 2024, 40. We got 1982. 20 is if you add up 1982, it equals 20. And then he says those Chicago people were baby boomers. Okay. Did you know that?
Oh, you mean Pastor Thomas or her daughters?
I would imagine her daughters, because she would have been a lot older, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Her daughters, I guess he's saying, were baby boomers.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the daughters.
Okay. Yes. 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 Well, what has been shown to me. Go ahead.
I was going to go backing up just a little bit. Some people might not understand what you mean by that. That battle opened up a vortex. What do you break that down for us? What's that mean?
Okay, the shootout that they had in 1982 today. It happened today.
Right. 40 years ago.
They opened up a portal which other beings and energies could come through. Keep in mind, Cochise County is a very racist county. It's like Arizona, where I come from. And the things that Reverend Allen was doing was, it was way before his time. And one of the major things that he brought to the planet was the connection, like the Baha'i faith. That's what got me interested. We are all one human family. No matter if you're green, purple, gray, whatever, we are all one human family. And you see, the journey that Reverend Allen had was a challenged one. Not only were his parents bootleggers, but his mother had men of color in her life. That was totally taboo coming from the South. And he was born in Hot Springs, Arkansas. And Brother Kwame can tell you more about the energies of that particular location. But what got me so interested is the timeline that Reverend Allen traveled was connected to my family. Back in that time, the places, the locations, the Oklahoma, the Texas, dealing with the Klan. You see, that was one of Reverend Allen's major journeys, is to keep the races of people together. They wanted to lynch him because of his beliefs. And we are all one human family. And that's the motto of the Baha'i. And in Reverend Allen's own way, he opened up the gate. And many people did not like that. And when the people came from Chicago, Pastor Thomas and her crew, they opened up a portal. They were doing what they naturally came here to do. And the more I look at this and the more I analyze this, what I'm seeing is they made an agreement with Reverend Allen way after he left the planet, and to come here to open up some gates. And those gates were not open in a good way. And now that everybody is on the other side, I hear certain things. I'm not saying, Dr. V, I'm a Lee Carroll or Cryon or any of these people who channel, but I really appreciate this because you're allowing me to come out of the closet. And I'm not talking about being gay, family. I'm talking about stepping up to the plate to talk about the things that have been that are being communicated to me. And this is why I'm so grateful for Brother Kwame and ones on his order, is because many times Brother Kwame has kept me from going to the other side. That and the people here, in here, the Yaqui people here, oh my God, this is another show. But they have helped me to be centered in order to move forward with this business of Miracle Valley. Oh, Miracle Valley, Dr. V, through many people such as Delbert Blair, Sophia Stewart, Minister Williams, Michael Beckwith, Bob Proctor, Bobby Hemmett, Phil Valentine, Sister Myra. I can go on, that has come to me in a vision at Miracle Valley when I was out there, and they were led by Dr. Delbert Blair coming through that portal. Did you get that lightning strike over that temple?
Yes, ma'am, I did. And
I sent you.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say LaSage is with us now.
Go ahead. Take over, my girl.
So I didn't know if you want to let her come in and introduce herself.
Yes, because she's so dope. Yes, and I'm gonna mute because I gotta get in my bunk. Right. Okay.
Okay, so we've got a partnership going here. LaSage, this beautiful queen on here on the screen, has been partnering. I would say you and Mama Azee are spiritual partners because you two have come together to do the healing work that's needed and so much more. So LaSage, tell our audience a little bit about you. It's been a couple of months since you've been here. Tell our audience a little bit about who you are, where you're from, and the work that you're doing there in Arizona.
Greetings. Thank you for having me. My name is LaSage, and I am from Atlanta, Georgia, but I now reside in the West Coast streets. The reservations, we have been out here for how long? Maybe 5 days. I'm not sure. Maybe almost a week. We have been getting healing things, magical things have been happening. When I say magical, magical is just nature, things happening in alignment, just wonderful things, nature doing things just for us. But I am one who appreciates nature. I am a healer. I'm an artist. I'm an author.
A singer.
A singer, rapper, poet. I use my voice to resonate the sound of the divine. I use my bowls to keep me in alignment somatically and help heal the land, and others, help them to align to a higher frequency. And nature, it does its own balancing, but sometimes, we can help it out. We're here. And I just feel like that's what we're being led to do. And I've been in Sedona, in California, Georgia, North Carolina. I've been in different places playing my bowls, and it I don't know why I go there. I just get led there. Um, I know that I attune my spirit to the divine daily, And so it puts me in places where I can be there when I'm needed, when the energy's needed, not necessarily me. I'm just a vessel. And Mama Az has a lot to share, and I feel like I don't feel like she was finished. I feel like she has more to share. And but I would, if we could, do the sound bath, right? Because my phone, it looks like it's at 20%. So I would love to bring the medicine if you will allow.
Absolutely, absolutely. First of all, how did you two meet?
Flower Omega, Mothers for the Earth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, flower
She
oak.
called me. She said, "You live in Arizona now?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "How'd you get to Arizona? What made you go to Arizona?" I'm like, "I don't know. Spirit led me out here." So I came out there, $26 and a 5-year old, and
Oh,
things started unfolding. But apparently, Mama Az was a part of that unfolding. And yeah, she asked me to help her. And then it's been ever since. She has a lot of medicine within her, and she's ready and open to share it, and she wants to get the medicine out, and she needs help getting it out.
that's what
And
you do, huh?
so whatever I can do, whatever I can do, you know, I go where
Yeah.
I'm needed. I go where I needed.
So you're gonna do some sound healing for us, you said?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I'm ready. I don't know about
You
anybody else.
ready?
Yeah. Mommy
All
Z, are you
right.
ready?
Most definitely, I'm picking on because there's commotion out there. But I'm gonna have to just say this round of healing. Uh, I'm gonna share something about her that was told to me back in 2020. Peace.
Absolutely.
Go ahead,
Okay.
babe.
All right. She's preparing whenever she's ready. Thank you,
You can
Sage.
go ahead. I'm setting up. She could.
We are so grateful for this moment, even because with all the conflict going on, there's so much division in our country, especially right now with the elections and politics and all that. So much division. It's just a breath of fresh air to come together with people who are in unity and who want to harmonize and be more than just our regular daily humans. Okay, so Sage is gonna do some magic for us and bring out the sounds we need right now for this season that we're in. So we thank the universe, thank us, universe, spirit, united spirits coming together. And we send lots of love to Sage and Mama Az where they are camping out, wherever. But they're out there in nature. So I kind of envy you. I had 2 days in nature after the hurricane blew. Came when the hurricane shut off all the electricity and the Wi-Fi. I was in nature for 2 days. It was like heavenly to be outside for longer periods of time. So we give it over to you, LaSage.
Gratitude. It is wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. And having a safe place to be where the people welcome you to the land is important. Where you have permission to be in a land is such a difference. When I was in my car in California, there wasn't, it felt like they just money, money, money. If you didn't have money, it's worth prison time.
Ooh,
And I don't think that's right. And so I want to also, you know, add prayers in for the homeless, for those struggling, you know, moment to moment, and that we let go of the barriers that keep us from the divine wealth that is ours. And so I ask for the realization of our God selves in that abundance and unity. And I give gratitude to all the elements, all the spirits that allow us to collaborate. Thank you.
We give thanks. Jay,
Gratitude.
Jay, and is it getting dark there or no?
Yeah, the sun is going down, so it should be getting dark soon. Was
Okay,
there a
so
lot of feedback? I wasn't sure if you were
no,
able to hear it good.
yeah, that was a good sound coming through. How do you feel
Okay.
about it? How did you feel about it?
I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
just making sure it came through to
yeah,
the others. I
yeah. And we
feel
heard your
like,
singing.
huh?
Heard your singing.
Okay. Yeah, it was just a lot of feedback on my side. It was a lot of echoing, so I wasn't sure
Okay.
if it was. So gratitude. Okay.
Yeah, good.
Well,
Thank
thank
God.
you.
Thank
I'm
God.
going to let Mama Az take
Okay.
the reins, and y'all come. If you would like to, get more sound healing, you can reach me through a healersplayground.com, or if you want any of my books, it's books by LaSage.com. And that's LASAGE. And yeah, Mama Azee, she knows how to reach me. So if you ever need me, Dr. V, just let me know.
Healersplayground.com.
Yes.
Okay, that's your email address.
LaSage,
Mm-hmm.
can we move some of this stuff and grab these chairs?
Mhm. Okay. All right, Mama AZ, do you have words at this time?
There's one more right here.
I'm here, and I'm in my tent, and I'm looking up at the top of the mountain here. I think it's the sage. Ask them where we are, if you don't mind, baby.
Oh,
You're
I'm
muted.
going to go ahead and drop down. I will do that, Mama Azee. Thank you so much, Dr. V.
Thank us.
Gratitude.
Thank God.
Gratitude.
Thank God.
Uh,
Do you know, Dr. D, I have been in La La land. I have been in a vortex, and I think there has to be a part two because I'm exhausted, but I'm so grateful that you got that flyer up because there's a lot of history that people do not know about all the connections. Well, I will say this. Chicago is a major umbilical cord for a lot of what is going on here in Arizona and the surrounding areas. Through my intuition and my research, I believe that the Healing Miracle Church, they were sent here to raise up the dead.
oh, really?
In their own way. Maybe it wasn't executed or presented, but everything happens for a reason, you see. And Reverend Allen in 2020, him and Shogi Asende, you see Shogi Asende, they came to me in a vision when I was there at that 14 days in Miracle Valley and asked me to gather all the Baha'is who are major healing voices and bring them to Miracle Valley. This was told to me in 2019, and I didn't pay attention, or I didn't fully slow down and really listen to what is being communicated to me. You see, Dr. V, this is a new era coming in, and especially Christians. Even my brother, Bob, he has issues because he says the dead is dead, and when they leave, it is no such thing. I beg to differ. When Caucasian people talk about channeling, they can do it with the ease, with the smoothness. But when a person who looks like me, and I'm surrounded by Christian people, it's like I'm taboo. Or you're crazy, or you're this, or you're that. But I know certain ones communicate to me. It's the basic schematic for everything. And when my dad made his transition, he told me in a dream, he said, Roberta, you don't need to come because you are right where you are supposed to be. There's no need to spend all of that money. It would have cost me, Dr. V, almost $2,000 to get out of that out of the country. I was park hostessing at Pettigrew State Park back then. And I didn't have that kind of money. But my family was upset, but it didn't matter. My dad started coaching me about the numbers. When he made his transition 2 nights before, he started schooling me and giving me bits and pieces of information that required me to investigate the number system. And he said, you're going to meet somebody in the future that can assist you with these kinds of things, Roberta. Because see, when my dad was making his transition there in North Carolina, it was 3 a.m. and the squirrels and the raccoons and all of those creatures in that camp site, in my campsite, and around the land, they started jumping on my tent. I mean, this is a true story, and I'm like, I screamed, and I said, okay, what? I had a raccoon that would come in my campsite when I was asleep and open my jar of peanuts. And when I woke up, my peanuts were gone. And the raccoon screwed the top back on the jar. And I'm like, what?
That's funny. Yeah.
I'm like, you can't make this stuff up.
Yeah.
And at the time, I didn't even think to film it. But what I'm getting at, Dr. V, the ones on the other side, they see things differently. And many are trying to help. You see, it's not like it was on this side. You see, Reverend Allen was just the catalyst to get it this far. Even his granddaughter, Rebecca, is a very sacred person. And I saw things around her when she was on your show, but she's not sure because of her teaching and her training, and her great uncle Paul thinks Baha'is are cults, and if we're not, and what we have is basically Reverend Allen was a bona fide Christian, but I mean, but he had to go that route to get the people. And I don't care what anybody says. He's indigenous, and that's where his healing disposition, a lot of it comes from. I bet my life on it. I'm telling you, Dr. V. And many people, especially if they're Caucasian, they don't want to hear that. It's about money. They don't want to hear it. So these people from Mississippi and Chicago, one of their purposes was to come here to shake it up.
Right.
To shake, rattle, and roll.
Right.
And there are many people, and and I will be investigating this until I leave the planet. I'm serious. I'm serious. Between your platform and Dr. Latif's platform, Minister being there in the most righteous time for my growth, and Minister Cynthia Marie even came out to Arizona to visit me, her and her husband. And I know without a doubt that they are working. Part of them, their essence, their spirit is working from the other side, because I was meditating the other day and I with Reverend Allen, and because of some things that came to my attention. And I'm like, okay, if this is for real, you give me a sign, whatever. Well, it was about near-death experiences. And the brother out here, he had one after the COVID. okay? And I'm going to try to get him on your show to talk about it. But let me get to the point. I heard after meditation to call Dr. Lateef. Wouldn't you know, Dr. Lateef said to me that they are coordinating a show about near-death experiences. I nearly fell over. I mean, I didn't tell her this, but I mean, it's like, whoa, buddy. Dr. V, you can't make this up. And I have been wanting to approach Dr. Lateef for centuries to do that.
Well, she's in the Facebook audience right now. She has a comment actually, and you've got a few callers with their hands up in Blog Talk Radio. So whenever you're ready, Kwame's in the studio now, and I think his hand is up. But
Great.
let me just read Naima's comment. She says, white people who channel people who have crossed over get called crazy and demonic by Christians, all too. It's not just us. We of all races who are spiritually connected just need to find each other and encourage each other. So that was from Naima. And so I think she's so right about that. And then we have, you want to take some calls from the studio?
Okay. Go ahead, Dr. V. And I'd like to add, thank you, Dr. Lateef, for that clarity. I thank you so much for you being you. Peace. Okay. Bring the callers, Brother Kwame, everybody.
Okay, Brother Kwame, your mic is open. Are you there?
Good evening, Sister V. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, and good evening, Sister of the Soul Purpose. Anyway, thank you, Mama Azee, for the invite, and thank Sage for the frequency change, because if you've noticed that since she did that, the energy shifted.
Yes.
And these are what the ones that are now taking up the mantle from us being baby boomers. And this is why I was saying that incident that happened 42 years ago was in divine order. Those were baby boomers. They had to explode and open up their vortex. And they sacrificed their lives doing it. The part that we're here to do as the baby boomers, because this is the explosion into the age of Aquarius, or to this new era. And we're the last ones, because basically all our parents are gone. So we are the next elder generation to lead the Gen X's into X marks the spot. And you're on your spot. When you stand on your square, you're there. And the part for what's happening now is the frequency of where we are in the galaxy. We've had these eclipses. We've had these coronal mass ejections. We're in the Kuiper Belt. We're aligning with other moons and other planets. We're in a frequency shift that is moving into the new era. And we're here just to give foundation to what it is that we have been given from those ancestors before us. And so what we're doing is we're passing the mantle. We're passing on to the next 7 generations, to our great-grandchildren. And in us doing this transferring of this information, we are aligning them to be receptive, because I've been watching, this esoteric psychology by Alice A. Bailey. And she is part of that Manly P. Hall, Madame Boblinsky, Pascal Rudolph, those ones that have taken this esoteric knowledge and have kept it in books and kept it in universities and libraries. Now it's time for us to turn those pages and read what is on those pages about the 7 rays of light, about the channeling, about the beings that come from the other sides, and the beings that's coming back to guide us into this next era. these are what we're doing right now as a people, and especially as elder people. Their challenge now is how do we silence them, because we've created to take the knowledge from them by letting them have all of this information highway, but we're connected to the World Wide Web. Because when Sage was playing those bowls, and I wanted to know what crystals and minerals that she's using to play, because you have gold, you have crystal, you have silver, you have each one of those bowls are made, and each one of them has a different frequency. And when what she's doing is she's a frequency traveler. She's following the grid from Georgia to California to Arizona, because the 144 grids have been activated, and this magnetic field that's getting the energy from the sun's coronal mass ejection is transmitting a higher frequency in the earth and in the consciousness that is coming down from above, that is uploading and downloading all things on this planet. All things on this planet. And nobody getting away from it. 2/3 of us are going to make it, but another third is going to be lying. And this is going to be part of the casualties of this great shifting. So herein lies what we do and how we do. And I thank you for the sole purpose of healing. The sole purpose of a human is to heal.
Yes.
The sole purpose of a human is to heal.
Yes. Thank you.
This is why you do what you do, Beata.
Yeah.
Right. And this is why you chose giving that name, is because there is a purpose when you're conceived and already put in the program, your mitochondria. It's already programmed for your purpose to come and walk the walk. Some of the people have gotten lost because they talk a talk, but they can't walk the walk. Therein lies the confusion of trying to chew gum and jump rope.
Hey, that's hard to do. Yeah. So, okay. So let me leave you.
All right. Well, thank you, Mama Azee.
Thank you. I'm going to leave your mic open if you want to mute. I'm going to go to the next caller, 262-833.
Yes, Brother Kwame. Go ahead.
262-833. Your mic is open.
Greetings and grand rising and much love, family. Can I be heard?
Yes, sir. You can be heard, brother. Who is this again? Let me see. Eddie Harris, brother Eddie Harris, right?
Yes, my sister.
I should know you by your number. Your 833. You got my my entrance number. So
yeah, 833 is 86 or 68, and 833, it all comes to that 5. It's a 5. So yeah, when you see that,
yeah,
you know that's me. That's that 5.
That's right. Well, welcome.
But
how are you this evening?
I'm doing great, listening to that and the beautiful sound of the frequency that the sister related, because it's dealing with the title of the class this evening, dealing with the sacred vortex portals and healing the planet, which is the crucial part, the healing of the planet, family, because dealing with the numbers, the planet, and planet being 19, which is 1, which represents the total. Total comes to 1, 19. Total comes to whole, which is 19. We are all part of the whole. That part is called self. Self is 19. So while we're healing the planet, we're learning the self. Know thyself. If the self is part of the planet being part of the whole, this is why the self, not the planet, people are out of order. And that's the part of the healing that brings us back in order with the planet in order to be healed. The planet can't be healed if we're not healed, because we are just a micro from the microcosmic of this planet. We're just a piece of the whole. So again, the planet needs healing, but we are the ones, the stewards of the planet. That's why one, which is planet, aka you, aka the self, aka the frequency 37, which she played. The frequency is your sound. Sound is 19. Self is 19. We all have a particular sound that brings us to the whole, brings us back to the planet in order for us to get on or to get in order, because that's the key. We, the human species, is the only one out of order. The planets are all in order. Nature is in order. We are out of order. So that's why the healing of the planet is learning oneself in order to be a part of the whole. Because we've separated ourselves from the planet. When we don't know that we're part of the planet, that is the ultimate, is called Mother Earth. When we all say we are a brother and a sister from another, I refer to say the ultimate mother, not another mother. It's the ultimate mother that we are all a part of. Mother Azee, it's all on the one. That's why we say everything is on the one. It's on that planet. It's on you to be in order. And we have to bring the order to oneself. I can't bring it to you, nor you to me. But we can inspire one another to get in order, motivate one another to get in order. And the way we do that is be the example that others see is coming from you and me.
That's right.
With that, I'll put myself on mute and sit back and enjoy the class. Love you, family.
May I say this, Brother Harris? Let me say this. These are the downloads. That was then when Reverend Allen created that Bible college. This is now. And the same goes for Shobi Afende and his life. I don't know why these two people have decided to communicate with me, but I'm rolling with it. I'm definitely rolling with it because I checked behind myself. And I'm like, wow, this is fascinating to me. Thank us. Next caller. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Could I just share something with, and I always ask the Sister Viata, could I just share something with Brother Eddie was saying, in that we talk about know thyself, and it's the healing you, spiritual energy lives forever. THY, the healing you, this is spiritual energy lives forever. This is what we're activating, and these are the energy and frequencies that's opening these portals and vortexes. We got to change the language too.
Absolutely. And being more conscious about what we speak, what we say. Mama Azee, thank you, Kwame and Brother Harris, for bringing those reminders. And Mama Azee has been trying to get back into alignment. I like to say we're out of alignment, and we're doing the spiritual chiropractic work of bringing us back into alignment with our connection of the spine and all the antennas. But Mama Azee, you have been especially out of alignment in your legs. And you were sharing with me that recently with Sage bringing this new vibration and sound that you are feeling a shift. Can you tell us about that?
Oh my God. I don't even know how to start. Family, I'm not just making this up. This child is awesome. And whatever I can do from my campsite, I'm going to raise monies or talk about this. We can talk about this together because the energy has shifted for me with the combination of being here with the on sacred grounds, the Yaqui tribe, and LaSage. Even when she's working with somebody else, I still get the residuals from that, and it takes me out of here. It just takes me away. You know, and I'm just grateful. And this is what Reverend Allen said to me, that these kinds of people must link together to heal this planet. The sweats should be there at Miracle Valley. I mean, point blank. And I never said this to LaSage, but Alan asked to reach out to her and many others. I don't know what he knows about LaSage, but he knows something. And that she's worthy to be there in Miracle Valley to help the transition of reversing what has taken place. And maybe Brother Kwame could share additional light because he was with me for those 14 days there, and it was like I was cloaked. You know, and thank us again, Brother Kwame, for keeping me grounded, because sometimes this is crazy, and I'm not sure if I'm feeling, but having the opportunity to experience where I am right now is confirmation, family, enough for me, because I was in council with Reverend Allen and Shogi Afende, and I heard a voice say, turn the phone on. I turned the phone on, and I think one of my Baha'i people sent me this program that I'm at now. And it was like, I had to get there. I had to get here. Even my caregiver, Miss Genevieve, bless her, was in line from Synergy Energy. It was like, I'll do it. It's like pulling teeth, getting things like that done. And the family, I told the nurse, and this is what, Reverend Allen is saying, the traditional ways are not going to be conducive at all with the healing of people. We're going to have to go to another method. And the elders, they're trying to get off the planet who are medicine elders. It's very sad. And I'm just abundantly grateful, family, to be here on this sacred ground right here. I've never seen anything like it. I'm going to have to let those dear ones talk to you, whatever they choose to share. Brother Kwame had a reasoning with Brother Abraham, and maybe he could shed additional light. But I'm blown away. And you're allowing me to be me. I'm blown away. So it's challenging physically, but you know what? I'm like a little inchworm. And when the Javelina came twice, he came to warn me. There are people who don't want to see this happen, but look at it. Everything is in divine order. Dr. V, this Yaqui tribe, it's like Cochise brought me here, and I'm walking out of another vision or dream. it's so much I could share, but I can't right now.
Well, I want to ask you though.
Ahead,
I want to ask you for those people who were wondering about the flyer. I had someone on Facebook ask me about Shogi Afende's picture, and I thought he was the founder, and she corrected me because she's actually been on my show before. He's the guardian. They called him the guardian. So what I'm going to ask you is, how do you think these ancestors who have passed on, Shogi Afende, Joseph Chief Frank Foos Crow, Louis Gregory, I got them all, Floyd, Red Crow, Westerman, LaSage, well, no, she's still here, and Francis Thomas, how do you think these ancestors are working today for us to bring the healing that is so needed? Especially Shogi Ifende. I came across a YouTube video that was very was hinting at his feminine side, and going so far to say that maybe he was a little on the fruity side, but I see it. They were saying he was a very feminine, sensitive man. So how do you see them affecting all these people, whether they were more feminine or masculine or what? How do you see them affecting us today in this journey to heal and transform?
Dr. V, that was then, and this is now. Those dear ones can see certain things. Okay, it doesn't matter if Shogi Afende, he's just in touch with his feminine side.
Right.
That doesn't mean that he's, what I'm saying? He is just a very sensitive person, and he feels things. He picks up things. And try to find the one that his wife narrated.
I couldn't find that. That's when I came across the other one. It's unfortunate. Well, fortunately, I got to know who he was.
I'll dig and find that. What I'm saying is, it has been so destructive ways that mankind has developed. Nobody owns any goddamn thing.
Right.
We're just the caretakers, the stewards of this land. And if you don't do it in a good way, you're going to suffer repercussions. And those ones that choose to connect with this side, they're helping. That's the way that I look at it. If you're going down the road and you see a billboard and a number or whatever, pay attention, because those are the angels, the child ones that are communicating with you. And I think it was Brother Kwame that says, Mama Bonsai Paris, they created that anvil or that big old thing in your leg to slow you down.
Okay.
And no matter what, because otherwise, Mama, you be rolling like a locomotive with one leg.
Some truth to that. There's got to be truth to that.
Too much like that, but he did say it.
Yeah.
Like it's a challenge. You got to slow down. That's why it weighs 100 pounds.
And a lot of people get frustrated when they're forced to slow down like that, and then that's why they don't heal, I'm thinking. Because I have a friend who has had to slow down because his health is just not the same as it was 10, 15 years ago. And there's always frustration about, well, I can't get this done today, and I can't get that done today. I'm like, well, you just gotta slow down and get what you can get done today, and then don't worry about it. But I think that all of us who are getting older, we're finding that we gotta slow down, and the idea is don't get frustrated about it, but enjoy the slower pace, right? Are you enjoying your slower pace, Mama Azee?
Could I speak to something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, and I'll answer after you speak to it, Brother Corman. Go ahead.
Right, and the part that I would, and very important that we, like she said, perceive the messages, like going down the road seeing the billboard. The part that Sister Viata began with is those ancestors that you listed on that flyer. Their energy is still here. We're breathing the same air that they breathe. We're still breathing. They ain't made no new air on this planet. And these
Oxygen.
are the energies. The oxygen, the part of it is, it's just recirculated. And the energy that is there, that these energies are there, and the activation, all it takes is the right frequency of energy to activate their beingness. And they're back, and they're relating. This is what Mama Azee goes to Cochise Canyon, and she goes into the resting places, is because when she lays on that earth, her spine aligns with the earth frequency called the Schumann frequency, and she is getting uploaded, not downloaded, uploaded, and then having a titanium leg and hip that they put in. That means metal attracts what? What does metal attract? Electricity. It attracts frequencies. And so in her having this, yes, it was there to slow her down, but also to upload her. That's why first time I met Mama Azee, she had a big old hole that she would put half her body down in and sleep in it.
Right.
It's because she's connected to frequencies. And so therein lies, we all have special gifts. Brother Eddie takes the letters and turn them into words. You take the herbs and turn it into the medicine. I do the wordsmith. We all have our gift, and we're all here to do our purpose. That's what I was saying, soul, purpose, healing. What is the soul's purpose? The earth can do very well without a human being on it. It would probably do better if we weren't on it. But we're here. And the part for us is like Brother Eddie is saying, we're out of order. There's cosmic order, there's universal order, there's nature's order. Humans are out of order. And so what we're now doing is that frequency change. You have got to adapt to like the 5G, coronavirus. That was the frequency change. The flu in the 1900s. That flu was because they turned, if you look at it, that's when they turned on electricity. You change the energy of the air, the body's going to react. Oxygen and 5G are the same 60 hertz. That's why oxygen is dehydrating when you're walking in 5G frequencies. You're struggling. That's why you're trying to hydrate more, is because the oxygen is absence of hydration, is half the hydration. Now you got to try to drink more, and if you notice something, people are having more respiratory problems living in these cities because of the frequency that they're living in. This Wi-Fi is doing damage to the body. When you walk out into the forest, you get a different energy. When you walk into the city, you get a different frequency. You're walking in electromagnetic soup. Anyway, that's what I have to share.
Yeah, and I like the idea of recirculating the spiritual energy of these ancestors like Shogi, Ifende, and all the others, and then reincarnation. Those two words, I wonder what the numbers are, Eddie, on recirculation or reincarnation, if they are the same. But Mama Azee, did you want to address the what we were talking about earlier? Mama Azee, are you on mute? Let's see. Did she disappear?
Can I be heard real quick?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, go ahead.
Right quick, I just wanted to add, when Brother Kwame was saying one thing and you were saying another word, again, like I said, and I'm going to get you those words with reincarnation that you were talking about, but dealing with us being out of order. That's the term I use. Brother Kwame used it. You said use the same number, different word, alignment. We out of alignment. Where alignment and order are the same number. It's just different words.
All right.
So being out of order is being out of alignment, people.
Okay.
That's all. We're out of alignment, which is out of order.
Right. Okay.
So I just wanted to add that in.
Thank us. Thank us. Yeah, go ahead, Mama Azee.
Thank us.
All right, Mama Azee, you're there?
I am. I am, sister. Go ahead. Yes. Okay. Oh, here. Thank us. Wait. Oh, I'm gonna mute. Go ahead. Somebody, I gotta mute. I saw it on the grill. Yes, ma'am. Thank us. Okay, go ahead. Go. I apologize, family. We're are you there, Dr. V?
Yes,
Brother
I'm
Kwame,
here.
Brother Harris?
I'm here. We're here.
Okay. They're having a gathering tonight. This is such a special day.
Okay.
They're honoring the young men, the people with issues with drugs and alcohol. And they are sharing, I think, eagle feathers to certain ones. But Brother Kwame, let me ask you this. Did Brother Abraham share a little bit about what's going on today?
That's Don Coy's White Bison, the 100 Eagles and that recovery program that I was on the elders board. And that's the part of ceremony, the medicine wheel. And we work with people in recovery coming out of prison and coming out of treatment. And these are the spiritual ways in which we knew that what they call the mind changer that was in 1750 before there was even a thought of AA. You know, this colonizers killed more indigenous people with a barrel of rum than they did with a barrel of a gun.
And they do it slowly because they slowly destroy the liver and every organ, every part of the master biological computer. The alcohol just starts to weaken, and then the suffering.
But the thing about it, the bottle, when you look on any bottle of liquor, it says spirits.
Yeah.
The places that sell it, they're spirit. You can't. Why would you pour spirit into a spirit?
Okay, that
way you alter the spirit.
That's why this Diddy drama, this Diddy reality show that's playing out is important to see the cancellation of the spirits, because Diddy was involved with an alcohol Diageo or something, some company that made tequila. And then he was using it to drug other people to fulfill or to get sexual pleasure. The evil is so crazy, so corrupt on every level, And so the spirit, the fact that you bring out the spirit behind the whole Diddy reality show is what we need to see a change in. And he used it for the.
But he got.
Go ahead.
He got hit with. He sued that company
that
makes spirits because they got merged together for $300 million. It wasn't about the sex and all. It was the money.
Right.
You mess with millionaires, and you turn around here and you sued them and won a case that you had won your case, they coming back and they gonna destroy your spirit. They gonna destroy you.
Well, they actually threw that case out because the Khazarian mafia don't play. That's what he was up against, the Khazarian mafia. And he used the spirits though on another level in another reality show, and that's bringing out all the characters who were playing in this reality show. This is the most interesting show on the internet to me, because we're going to see it come to a peak, and then hopefully we're going to all see what we're doing here start to really rise and more, I think, and show, and people are going to come forth and be the light that they were intended to be, instead of all this crazy drugs and spirit and sexual activity. We're going to see more meditations.
I agree.
And sweat lodges and things like that. That's what this chaos, I think, is all about. So we need to see this and say, no more third dimension craziness. Let's move to a fourth dimension, fifth dimension, where we're in sweat lodges instead of in Diddy's house or whatever. So Mama Azee, go ahead.
No, there are some very interesting dynamics that's going on here.
Yeah, absolutely.
All of those people that you see have been a very effective, how do you say, guide. Very. Look in the chair. Oh, excuse me.
You mean on the flyer, today's flyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
The
Francis Thomas, the Shogi Ifende, the Joseph, their spirit is still alive, is what you're saying, and you are the one who is channeling many times those spirits, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yes. And I really don't. I second guess myself a lot, but I'm learning to calm that down. Sometimes I have to call Brother Kwame Sunhorse and get clarification that I'm not crazy, and it's getting stronger. It's like, as I was saying, the flyer was presented to me about this event, and family, let me tell you, their ceremony, I can't express it to you. Everything that has taken place, the drumming, it was like I walked out of a dream. And my dad and Reverend Allen and Shogi Effendi told me about this. It's so much more that I want to share, but I can't right now. I don't know when I'm going home. And apparently it wasn't meant just yet for me to go to the stronghold. And I'm so grateful that I listened, because family, what is here on these lands is history, is down to the bone history. And I know my people from Oklahoma and Mississippi, Georgia, Florida, Virginia, Tennessee, here, Arizona. I know they're communicating with me. And what I want to bring out is the life of A.A. Allen's parents, because that it expresses everything. He couldn't have been the healer that he was if he had not had some native blood rolling in his veins. I'm not just saying this, but I know this.
Well,
I know this for a fact. So I'm going to. Is there anybody that can roll with the show, because I just gotta listen. I just gotta listen. And Dr. Z, we're going to have to do a part 2, if it's okay with you,
well,
to go into the numbers and what this really means.
Well, the mics are open for Kwame and Brother Eddie. If you have any final words, go ahead and speak. Otherwise, we'll just play the rawhide ending for tonight. And everybody have a good evening. So it's okay if we end early, or it's not really early if we end now, because I'm setting shows now for an hour, hour and a half, and sometimes 2 hours if I know that the topic is going to need enough discussion, like I did with German New Medicine. But if Kwame or Eddie don't have any more final words, then we will say thank us. And Sage has gone to charge her phone, so she has given us the right vibration, the right song, the right energy to have a good night's rest. And so we give thanks.
Could I say something right quick?
Go right ahead.
Just wanted to add in, when you was talking about Yeshua or Jesus, the way it's pronounced, that most people believe in, that deals with truth and love. Well, truth is 31, which is 4. Love is 14, which is 5. That's a 4 and a 5, which gives us 9. Jesus is 27. 2 plus 7 is 9. So the truth in love is truth being revealed.
Yes.
Because that's the second coming, is the truth that we are revealing, family. We're revealing the truth.
Yes.
And that's what's going to save us. That's our saving grace, truth.
Yes.
So I just wanted to add that in with what you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, thank us. So that's some deep truth that we're all coming to realize, that this is definitely the season for the Messiah to be revealed in us, and all the lies we grew up with are being erased and eliminated, and we, all of us here, and those who are in consciousness mode and light mode, we're the ones to reveal Messiah. We are the Messiahs. We become the Messiah. So thank you. Yeah, those numbers match up with the truth and the love. And so that's our journey. And part of revealing the truth is bringing our Native American culture back. Bringing the Native American culture back is so important right now, because the United States government tried to destroy the bison and all the things, take the land and put in the European culture. And now we're seeing that being the Native American spirit and truth being revived. So it's really an exciting time for us to bring out our truth in us first, and then see how it influences all our communities and our societies all over the world. Even, I mean, I'm seeing that Native American energy being revealed all over the world, and indigenous activity from Australia to Europe and everywhere. People are, in fact, becoming more respectful to the Native culture and the Native people. So it's coming, it's happening. It's exciting. So Mama Azee, thank us. Hope you get some good rest. And everyone else, please get some good rest. And we got our work cut out for us. So let's just
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. Can I ask a quick question dealing with what you're just talking about? And I want people to remember, play back, total recall, last Monday. Last Monday was the 14th, which was considered Columbus / Indigenous Peoples Day. Did you all notice that this is the first time that they didn't close any federal buildings? The post office was open, the mail was delivered. I went to the DMV every day. The banks were open. Nothing was closed. When it was called Columbus Day now, with this white person, it was a federal holiday. It was closed. Now, when it refers back to indigenous people, Everything's open. Ain't that something? Just the thought, family. Peace.
Yeah. That I didn't notice it, but yep, that's the way things are rolling. So, as the song goes, let's keep those doggies rolling. Here we go. All right. And namaste, Satnam to all my yogi friends. Everybody have a great week, and we'll see you on Friday with
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
health and well-being. I'll be back. Shalom.